sarvaḥ śarvaḥ śivaḥ sthāṇurbhūtādirnidhiravyayaḥ sambhavō bhāvanō bhartā prabhavaḥ prabhurīśvaraḥ.
By now we have already seen Vishvam, Vishnu, the Lord, all pervading and penetrating into each and everything, smaller than the smallest, larger than the largest, one who is the Lord of past, present and future. We've already seen that. So all of them put together is this one word sarva. Sarva means all. What all? In Sanskrit, that's why we have emphasis. In English language, we don't have emphasis. But we are all trained, our language, therefore we try to emphasize in English also. We Indians. So even when we are talking English, we emphasize over there, we vary, we modulate, so that one word we can communicate so many different emotions, which the others will not, a foreigner will never be able to do it. Why? It comes basically from Sanskrit. Sarva. There is a stress over there. It is capital A, capital L, capital L, double underline. What does the word sarva mean? Sarva means, see, even in English when we are talking, everything. That is why they say you people are very hard on English. When we say okay, they'll only say okay. But we say okay, okay, okay. See, by modulating and varying the accent over there, we can communicate whatever we want to communicate. That is there in Sanskrit, which has come to all our regional languages also. So communication is very powerfully used. It's a powerful tool. We use it over here. It's a part of Sanskrit language. Samskarita bhasha it is. Cultured, refined language. So sarva, what does the sarva mean? He is the all. What the all? What all? We can go on asking what all? Everything, all. In again the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I am in everything and in every being, and everything and every being is in me, both ways. So beautifully he said, everything and every being is in me. So all things and all beings are in him, Vishwarupa Darshana. In him we can see everything and every being. All of us are there in him. So everything and every being is in me, and I am in everything and in every being. See, in one side there is one, in the one we are seeing everything. We are seeing the many. And on the other side, Lord is there in everything and in every being. We are seeing the one in the many. To see the Lord in everything and in every being is easier. To see the one Lord in everything and in every being is easy. That is the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Vibhuti Yoga. It's so beautiful, the chapter. Then he says, now you saw the one in the many, Arjuna. Now I'll show you the many in the one. All things and all beings in the Lord. That is Vishwarupa Darshan. That is why the 11th chapter comes after the 10th chapter. First he shows us the one in the many, and then he raises us to a different level and shows the many in the one. To see the many in the one is not very easy for us. That's the meaning of all. So sarva, everything, there is nothing at all. 7th chapter again. 7th chapter, 7th shloka it is. Kinchit matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. Matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. Hey Arjuna, there is nothing whatsoever, kinchit, even this much, anywhere where I am not. Other than me, there is nothing at all, is what he said. Everything and every being is in me, and I am in everything and in everything. That is the meaning of Sarvam Brahmamayam. We sing that song, Sarvam Brahmamayam Re Re, Sarvam Brahmamayam Re Re. Sadashiva Brahmendra's beautiful Kriti it is. What it suggests to us is phenomenal. So that's the meaning of Sarva. All inclusive. Anything excluded? No, nothing excluded. Everything, like I say, everything is in him and he is there in everything. It's a two-way. So we must sit and think about it. Even to intellectually appreciate what this small little word is suggesting, it takes a long time. Sarva, simple word. All we say. Sarva. Next two words has got the same meaning. Śarvaḥ, śivaḥ. First one was sa. Here it is sha. The meaning changes so beautifully. That's why importance given while chant. If we say sarva, sarva, siva, the whole meaning will go. So that is sa. This is sha. So śarvaḥ, śivaḥ both have the same meaning. Sha means shubham, mangalatva, kalyanatva, auspiciousness is what it indicates. So śarvaḥ means the most auspicious. Mangalamurti Marutanandana. Mangalama, he doesn't mean, it was not that he had mangalatva in him, goodness in him. Mangalatva, walking on 2 feet, if we can give to him a form like how we all have. So mangalatva and shubhatva and kalyanatva, walking on 2 feet is he. He is a personification of, an embodiment of auspiciousness. Nothing inauspicious can touch him. Not possible at all. That is why we say Mangala Murti for all our gods. That is why for them only Jayakara. We don't do Jayakara for human beings. By the time we say Jaya Jaya, Apajaya would have come round the corner. Only for Bhagavan Jaya. Because he is ever victorious. Why? He is of the form of auspiciousness. Shubhatva, Kalyanatva, Mangalatva. Sha means Shubha. There is no Ashubha in him at all. So therefore, Śarva also means that, Shiva also means. So when we say Shiva, Shiva, we worship Lord Shiva. What does Shiva stand for? Shiva stands for Mangalatva. Bhutatma, personification of all that which is pure, capital P. All that which is auspicious. In him there is no touch or a trace of inauspiciousness at all. So when a person realizes and reaches the state of Shivatva, all our masters, after realization, Mukti, Moksha happened, they have become Shivamayam, they have become Shubhamayam. What is it? They are again auspiciousness, walking on 2 feet. They are Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Maheshwara. Sakshat, Guru Sakshat Parabrahm. Then we take it to a different level. That is what the Guru represents. So Sarva and Shiva, in him, just as now when we are in the waking state, not a little trace of our yesterday's dream is there in our waking state. Good dream or bad dream, we have left it over there because we have come out from the dream state to the waking state. Not a trace, not a touch of the dream is there in the waking state. In that highest Shiva state, not a touch of inauspiciousness can be there. It is auspicious and auspicious and auspicious alone. Is the meaning of this. Śarvaḥ, śivaḥ. Sthāṇuh. Sthānu actually is used for pillars. The pillars are first fixed. So obviously it means we don't shake the pillars. When we shake the pillar, the whole system can collapse. The whole building can collapse. So sthānu actually means pillar. Pillar, what does the pillar do? The pillar supports. When we are building a building, we know that foundation, the pillars, columns come up, then the beams come, then the roof, etc., etc. So it's the pillars which support everything. Bhagavan is and they don't change. It doesn't change. It doesn't move around. The pillar can't say from here I will go over there. If the pillar starts to move, everything will collapse. So Bhagavan is the one who is, there is no motion in him at all. There is no action in him at all. He is the actionless, motionless center of support for all the worlds. Not only our world of things and beings, For everything, Bhagavan is the changeless, fixed, permanent substratum for the world of things and beings to do whatever they are doing. The waters are flowing. The waters can flow gently, they can roar, floods. Everything can happen. They can go this way, they can go that way, but they need a changeless riverbed. So the riverbed is changeless. On the changeless riverbed, everything is happening. Waters are moving. How they are moving is different, and what is happening on the waters also is different. Boat is going, ship is going, that is going, this is going, fishes are there, etc., etc. Similarly, Bhagavan is sthāṇuh. He is like a pillar to all of us. He is the sole, ultimate refuge and support for all of us. We can say, this is my support, she is my support, he is my support. Who is our real support? Lord. Gurudev wrote once to somebody. He said, Lord, we always say, you want a support? Lean on to me. So he says, when you lean on to a person, that person will move because he or she has to go home. So I am leaning on to her physically. When she moves, you will collapse. Subjectively also, she say, I'll help you, don't worry, I am there to support you. At the right time, when we want her support and ring, phone her up, mobile not picked up. Support system gone. Bhagavan is not like that. So he wrote to a devotee very beautifully, Lord's is the largest, broadest, warmest shoulders on which you can lean on to. Broadest. How broad is it? He is the broadest, all pervading. Wherever we go, his shoulder is there for us. And that shoulder, can it move? Like our shoulder? Sthāṇu. It won't move. So we are safe when we lean on to him. That is what all our masters say. Lean on to the Lord. When we lean on to the Lord, Lord doesn't move. Oh, he is here. He is in Badri. Will he be there in our cities? He is here also. So wherever we want, we can lean on to him. Rest assured, he will not move away at all. When he doesn't move, we are safe. Because we have leaned onto a shoulder which will never move. So sthāṇuh. Bhūtādir, from there onwards, we will take it up in the next class. We were in the 4th stanza of the Vishnu Sahasranama. We had chanted it, and we had gone through 4 of the names of the Lord. Sarva, Śarvaḥ, śivaḥ and sthāṇuh. We had to do from Bhūtādi onwards. So we'll take up the meaning from there onwards. So Bhūtādihi. Adi means beginning. Bhuta means the Panchamahabhutas, which we are all very, very familiar with. The 5 great elements: earth, water, fire, air and space. Gross to subtle. We have the 5 great elements. There is no 6th one at all, and the permutation and combination of these 5 great elements is the entire universe of things and beings. Not only the universe of things and beings outside, but even whatever is there within us also. Even our mind and intellect, the emotions, the thoughts, all are nothing but a combination of these 5 great elements in their subtle aspect. So if the gross elements make up our gross world of things and beings, our gross body, the subtle aspect of the 5 great elements make up our subtle equipment that are there within us. So who is the one? Therefore, the cause of the entire Jagat is these 5 great elements. There must be a cause for that also. Who created these 5 great elements which have created the entire world of things and beings for us? Bhagavan is the one, because he was the one even before the 5 great elements were there. In fact, he is the one who created them all. Therefore, Bhūtādihi. So the cause of all of this, all of the worlds, plural, is the 5 great elements. Who is there? Who is the cause for these 5? Bhagavan is the cause for it. Is there a cause for him? No, he is the uncaused cause. That is how our masters explain it to us. He has no cause at all, but he is the cause for everything. So therefore he is the uncaused cause for everything, external, internal, objective, subjective, gross, subtle, everything. Bhutadihi. The next one is nidhiravyayaḥ. It's one word. It's made up of two, but we take them together. So nidhiravyayaḥ is avyayaḥ and nidhi. So we have to put avyaya first and then nidhi. Avyaya nidhihi. The word nidhi is being qualified by the word avyaya. It's an adjective placed in the beginning of it. What is nidhi? We know. Nidhi is wealth. Whenever we say wealth, we always restrict it to our cash, our property, movable, immovable, etc. Nidhi stands for all assets, all wealth, all abilities, capacities, everything. So that includes knowledge, strength, courage. Everything is included and incorporated in that one little word, nidhi. And is that nidhi for all of us? That materialistic wealth keeps on changing. But that real wealth, which stands for Paramatma over here, is avyaya. We had seen the meaning of that word avyaya. Vyaya means variable, changeable. That which we can modify. Means there is an increase, there is a decrease. Subject to transaction. I did say that the word vyaya, from the word vyaya comes vyapara. So therefore when we add to anything is the opposite meaning. So avyaya means no increase, no decrease, no variation, no modification. Therefore it is everlasting, permanent, changeless. Nidhi, treasure that we are talking about over here. So therefore who is the Lord alone is the avyaya nidhi for all of us. It's a beautiful little illustration is there in Tyagaraja Swami's life. Music composer, we know Tyagaraja Swami. The king invited him and requested him to become the Asthana Vidwan, court musician, because he was so good in his music. Not only he sang, but he composed also, we know that. So the king requested, and when the request went, it didn't go empty-handed. He sent his royal messengers with silken clothes, robes, gold coins, jewelry, etc. Lots of riches. Went to Tyagaraja Swami's house. He was a very, very simple, poor person he was. He used to beg every day. His brother was very, very happy that, the king had requested him to become a court musician, and therefore everything will become very nice and comfortable for all of them from that day onwards. So he's very excited to see what his brother will do or how his brother will respond to it. Tyagaraja Swami came and very politely declined all the riches, all the wealth over there. And he said, no, thank you. He had no intention of becoming a court musician at all. He was happy singing for his Lord. Morning, waking up the Lord onwards, Meliko Rama, there are songs. Up to putting him to sleep at night. There are, they're called as the daily routine that we all go through. He associates all of them to Rama, and lots of songs are there. Kirtans are there for that. So therefore he said no, and then he returned back. He could have said no, but he could have kept the riches. He could have kept all the wealth that the king had sent. The king never expected it all to come back, but he sent it back all very, very politely. And that's the time when he sang that beautiful Kirtan, Nidhi Chala Sukama, Ramuni Sannidhi Sukama. He asks his own mind. It's an introspection. He's checking up his mind, whether it got tempted, looking at all the riches and the wealth over there. So he asks his mind, tell me the truth, O mind. What gives you happiness? Real happiness, what gives you? Is it Nidhi? Nidhi there means materialistic wealth. Or he says, Ramuni Sannidhi. Sannidhi means presence. So does materialistic wealth give you more happiness, or the presence, the auspicious presence of Rama, Sri Rama, give you real happiness? Come on, tell me. Now that Sannidhi word can be interpreted in another way also. Nidhi means wealth. when we add to Nidhi, it becomes divine wealth. So he says, Rama is my divine wealth. Rama Ratna, Dhana. So Rama is the richest treasure that I have with me. Why should I seek all these things? So he sends it all away. Of course, his brother is angry, and there is a beautiful, after that there is an incident also which happens. After which his brother comes around and then recognizes or understands what his brother really is. The greatest devotee of Lord Sri Ram. So he sings that song, Nidhi Chala Sukama. So many songs are there on the Lord being even the materialistic wealth that we have. So not only he represents, character is wealth, health is wealth, knowledge is wealth, food is wealth, everything is wealth for us. Strength is wealth. For us, our children are our wealth. And the other way around also. For us, the parents are our wealth. So everything is wealth, but then materialistic wealth is all that we are most of the time identified with. So therefore, this beautiful song, even Purandara Karnataka Sangeeta Pitamaha, he has written a very beautiful, many are there, I have just picked up one or two. So he said, those days we are told, like how they sell puffed rice. In gunny bags it comes, and in the local fair, they use a big measure and then they, they transact, exchange it for money. We buy huge quantities of puffed rice. They were cheap, therefore we can buy. Similarly, pearls used to be sold like that on the streets, I believe, those days, Purandara time. So therefore he goes around and he probably must have seen a fair where pearls were being sold on the road over there. That's how rich our Bharat was. So then he immediately bursts into a song and he says, Muttu kolliro janaru, nivellaru muttu kolliro. Come on, he says over there. Buy. What to buy? Not these pearls that are there, which we can string together and make it into a chain and wear it around us, beautify ourselves with it. He says, Krishna is the Muttu. So how beautifully every little insignificant, in quotes, activity, Purandara converts it into a very beautiful message for all of us. Simple song, can be sung by even children. Small little activities. Cooking in the kitchen, Paisam they are doing, Rama Nama Payasake, Krishna Nama Sakkare. To Rama Nama Payasam and add Krishna Nama, which is Sakkare, etc. So everything he takes over there and makes it into a beautiful message for all of us. And that stays with us. So he says, Muttu kolliro, Janaru Muttu kolliro. Come on, he says, buy this pearl called Krishna. But you can't, there's a difference. You can't buy it like in the measure. You can't wear it on your nose and strut about, is what he says. So, Muttu Kolliro. Even Mukundamala, Kulashekara, he talks about Krishna being money for all our troubles, physical, mental and intellectual. Adi Vyadi. For all trouble, there are only 3 antidotes. Only 3 solutions. What are they? Money, mantra and Aushadha. Only these 3. Aushadha is medicine. Money is gem. Gem therapy we have heard of. Gold therapy is also there. Silver therapy is there. Copper therapy is there. That's why we put water in a copper vessel and keep it overnight. Gem therapy is also there. Money and mantra. Bhagavan's mantra is ultimately, that is what saves us all. Even our physical diseases can be overcome by mantra. So these are the only 3. In Mukunda Mala, which is a very beautiful stotra written on Krishna by Kulashekara, he says, Krishna Mani, Krishna Aushadha, Krishna Mantra. The Krishna Mani is over there. Krishna is the gem that we should have in our lives. Anamacharya, I just want to bring it all up because we can go on and on. This one word, Nama of the Lord, we can go on for hours together. Annamacharya, Muddugare Yashoda. Those who know music will be familiar with these songs. He likens Krishna to Navaratnas. So beautiful. all the 9 gems, 9 Navaratnas he takes, and one by one he associates it with Krishna. Krishna is the pearl running around in the courtyard of Yashoda. He says, Krishna is the Neelamani, which was dancing on Kaliya's head, and so forth. Krishna is the diamond. Diamond is the hardest substance we are aware of. So Krishna is the diamond which gave one knock to Kamsa and then he died. He is the beautiful coral. Normally ladies wear on their Mangala Sutra a coral also. So he is the coral which is adorning the chain on Rukmini. Like that he goes on. Beautiful. All the Navaratnas are covered over there. And before we go to the next one, Hanumanji, when he was crossing the ocean in search of Sita, Rama Mudrika was there in his hand. Rama had given it to him. When you meet Sita, you give it to her. Rest assured that you have come from my side. She will know. That Rama Mudrika is supposed to have had Ram written on it. So when he was crossing the ocean, he has to swim in the air, not swim in the water. We know for swimming we need both hands and both legs to be free to swim. We have to use them. This is a very nice little insert, what shall I say? An insert. It's a story woven around it by those who do the Ramayana Parayana and Ramayana Saptaha and all those. So they say he was wondering where to keep this ring now, because he has to swim across the sky air. If he keeps it anywhere else when he is flying, full speed, jet speed, it may drop into the ocean. And if it goes into the ocean, it's very difficult to retrieve it. So it has to be kept very safe. He can't put it in the folds of his clothes, it may slip down. Therefore he saw best thing is put it in the mouth. In Hanuman Chalis it comes up. So he put Rama Mudrika, the ring of Rama, on which Ram was written, in his mouth, on his tongue. And then he went on the other side, gave it to Sita, came back. He reported the whole story to the Vanaras. They wanted to know what all happened. He told them. One Vanara asked him, why did you keep the ring in your mouth? Don't you think you should never have done it? Rama's sacred ring. How can you juta, we say, injure? And then you went and gave it to Sita like that only. You should not have kept it in your mouth. So Hanumanji is Hanumanji. He is one character whom we can never ever pinpoint any mistake. 33 crore devatas are there. We can always say from our standpoint, Rama, you should not have done this. Shiva, you should not have done this. Shankara, you should not have done. From our perspective, they are right. But for Hanumanji, even from our perspective, from our viewpoint, we can never ever say anything. Hanumanji, you should not have done this. Hanumanji, you should have done it. No. Not a blemish on him, not a dot on him. Never ever a mistake. Whatever he does is okay. That is the character of Hanumanji. That is why he is Sundara. So therefore, very beautifully he said, I looked at everybody, men, women, everybody. All of us are wearing jewelry from the top of our head to the tip of to the toes. Of course, waist down we wear silver, we don't wear gold. Only the king is supposed to wear, king and queen. Above it is gold. There's a reason for that also. Why normally all of us are not supposed to wear gold below the waist. So he said, everybody has got ornaments around them, their limbs. Why? To decorate ourselves, to look to beautify ourselves. Then he says, I believe, there is one organ which doesn't have any ornament. What is it? The tongue. So the tongue has got nothing to ornament it. We don't put a jewel on that at all. And the tongue is the one which gives us maximum trouble. Eating, talking. If these two are controlled, maximum self-control has come to us. Therefore, he put the ring with Ramanama on his tongue, which means it's a mantra diksha over there. Ramanama has come to the tongue. Ramanama has come to the mouth. Ramanama diksha has happened to a person. So even instead of saying anything that we want. If we can say Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna, that is why in the Chinmaya mission we don't say hi bye. Gurudev always said Hari Om. You want to greet somebody, say Hari Om. You are sending off somebody, say Hari Om. No hi bye, because there is no meaning in it. By saying Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, first of all we are blessed because we have taken the name of Hari. We hear it first, then the other person also hears it. So we do not know how it has influenced us. We do not know. But definitely its profound influence is there on all of us. Hari Om. And he used to insist on it. I'll just come back to that afterwards. We'll finish off this Hanumanji story. Therefore he said, since that is an organ which gives maximum trouble towards the tongue, I decided to put it over there. So the best ornament for our tongue is the Lord's name. Naligege bhushana harinamat. Purandardasar again says. To the tongue, what is its bhushana? What is its ornamentation? Harinama. So therefore I put it over there. So beautifully now when he explains it out, there is nothing left for us to say. We have to nod our head vertically, not horizontally at all. So it's an ornament. Hari Om, I said I'll come back to it. In Bangalore once there was a yajna by Gurudev. So he came onto the platform, sat on the Vyaspit. Mic was there in front of him. And somehow or the other, the mic man over there started saying, mic checking 1, 2, 3. Normally they do it earlier before he comes and sits down, but sometimes it happens. He feels that the mic may give trouble, or he is not confident that the amplification will be okay. So he said, mic checking 1, 2, 3, which normally we all do. And Gurudev from the platform raised his voice. Don't say mic checking 1, 2, 3. Say Hari Om and check the mic. For him it was, he immediately withdrew. He didn't know it. For him it looked like a firing, scolding it was. Anyway, he said Hari Om, and then the mic was checked. So Gurudev used to insist. So therefore, Avyaya Nidhihi. That wealth in us, which if it is there in us, it will neither increase, it will neither decrease, it stays with us permanently. Avyaya, not Vyaya. Lord alone is everything. We can buy so many things. They say we can buy medicines, but health we cannot buy. So there are many things which money can do for us, which our material wealth can do for us, but ultimately, again Dasaru's very beautiful song is there. Immediately I'm not getting the words over there. Pakshivahan, Laksha Vaidyaridaru, Pakshivahanana Daya Vandilladidre, nothing happens, he said. There may be a host of doctors around you, all very good doctors, experts. But if Pakshivahana, if the Lord's grace and blessings is not there on the patient, nothing will work out for us. So ultimately, he is the only grace for all of us. He is the only blessing for all of us. Mani, Krishna Mani is. So Avyaya Nidhihi. Sambhavaha. Sambhavaha means one who can. Bhava means to become. We already saw that word. Be becomes become. In the first sloka itself we saw that. So Bhavaha means to become, to manifest oneself. Sambhavaha means to manifest himself by himself, self-willed. Why did you cook this? No, did so and so tell you? Did this one tell you? No, I myself cooked it. It is self-willing. So Sambhavaha means one who takes birth by himself, voluntarily, willingly. He manifests himself, and for that he doesn't need any medium in between. For anything else we need, even to cook we need all the ingredients. Anything. To go outside, if it is raining, we need an umbrella minimum with us. Otherwise, we'll get wet to do whatever work we want to accomplish outside. So, Sambhavaha means one who can just take on a manifestation, and it is self-willed. He doesn't need the intervention of a medium in between. Sambhavaha is. He manifests by himself. Why? For his own glory, for whatever purpose he has got in him. His will, not somebody's will. Bhagavan's will, and therefore he just comes into being. So even though we celebrate Rama Jayanti, Krishna Jayanti and all of them, it's not a birthday like how we all celebrate our birthdays. We know our birthdays, how they are. But Bhagavan's birthday is not like that at all. Because he doesn't have a birth date, because whoever has got a birth date will have a death date. Bhagavan has got no birth date and no death date. But he comes down to our level. Why? So that we can connect with him. So we have a birthday, okay, Jayanti for him, Ashtami, Navami, Ityadi. But he doesn't have a birthday like any of us at all. In somebody's birthday, I remember Gurudev saying, he knows he is 1 year closer to the grave. On the birthday, Gurudev told this to a person whose birthday was there on that. You can imagine how it must be. On that day, we don't want to talk about death. We don't want to hear about death at all. So Gurudev so-and-so's birthday, only wise one, I was there, I heard. Only wise person over here. Because he knows he is 1 year closer to the grave. So it's not a putting down a person, or it's not a negativity. It is not a, not a blessing. It's for all of us to understand the significance of it and then lead a life which will be purposeful, meaningful for all of us. Otherwise, we waste our lives. Days come, days go. Shankara's Bhajagovindam. Kala kridati gacchati ayuh. Time is playing with us. Years are going. Our lifespan is going away. And day comes, night comes. Spring comes, autumn comes. This is how it's going on. And we don't even know how time is eating into our lives. So, sambhavā, one who just manifests in himself totally, completely, fully, without the intervention of anything at all. He just comes into being, manifests himself. He doesn't need Prakriti for that. That is all from our standpoint. Bhagavan wants to appear in front of a devotee, he just appears. When Prahalada said, yes, Hari is in this pillar, and when Hiranyakashipu hit the pillar, there he was. Swayam Sambhavaha, Swayambhuhu, it will come. Next, Bhavanaha, one who gives. Bhavana, Parasparam Bhavayantaha. In the Gita, we come across this in the 3rd chapter. Krishna says, Parasparam Bhavayantaha. There should always be a sharing at home, with the family members, with the community, with the society, extended. We are all I, me, myself. It won't work. So he says over there, Parasparam Bhavayantaha. Learn to take and give. Learn to share with everybody. But if I share and if I give, will I get back? Lord says, why are you worried? It will come back to you. But don't keep that in your head and then share whatever you have to share. You just do your bit of sharing, your bit of giving. Nature will take care of everything. He says in the 3rd chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. If Bhagavan is telling us all this, then of course he must be the one who is doing it. So therefore, Bhavanaha. He is the one who accomplishes everything for us. We feel we are accomplishing everything. I did. I am indispensable. None of us can do anything. None of us are indispensable. None of us can really fulfill anything without His grace. If He is there, yes, everything is possible. So it brings in a sense of humility and humbleness in all of us. He is the sole accomplisher. He is the sole doer, capital D-O-E-R, in all of us, whatever we are doing. He is the one. Why? Why is He sitting and doing in us? Because He is Bhaktadina. He is the one. He is Adina of the Bhaktas. So therefore, all that He just wants us is to turn our mind towards Him. When we turn our mind towards Him, Yogakshemam Vāmyam. He doesn't say Yogakshemam Dadamyam. Dadamyam means, Dadami means to give. Krishna in the 9th chapter doesn't say Yogakshema, I will give to you. If anybody says I will give to you, other person can have a doubt. She said I will give, but I do not know whether she will really give. I do not know. She may not. She promised me. but many a time she has broken the promise. Therefore, there was a debate, I believe, long ago, whether it should be 𝐤𝐻𝐴𝐵𝐻 dadamyaham or 𝐤𝐻𝐴𝐵𝐻 vahāmyaham, because both the words fit into that meter. 𝐤𝐻𝐴𝐵𝐻 dadamyaham means we'll always have a doubt. We always anyway have a doubt. So therefore, Sri Madhusudana Saraswati, who gave to us the Dhyana Shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, said it should be 𝐤𝐻𝐴𝐵𝐻 vahāmyaham. Vahāmyaham means I take on the responsibility of your yoga and kshema. When a person takes on the responsibility of our yoga and kshema, we are free of our own yoga and kshema, of looking after ourselves. Why? So and so has taken on the responsibility of looking after us, looking after both our yoga and kshema. So therefore, bhāvanah, Bhagavan says, provided we've got unconditioned devotion towards the Lord, complete total surrender to the Lord, and implicit faith in Him, these conditions are a must. If they are there, Bhagavan says, 𝐤𝐻𝐴𝐵𝐻 vahāmyaham. And he says, when Krishna says 𝐤𝐻𝐴𝐵𝐻 vahāmyaham, it is not an empty promise of Krishna in the Gita. In his own words, he has written. Krishna doesn't make empty promises. So, bhāvanah. Bhagavan is the only one who is giving and giving and giving and giving to all of us, to the whole society. Of course, nimitta can be somebody. He bestowed victory on the Pandavas without raising even one weapon. He bestowed it on them. He gave to them. Why? Because they were on the side of Dharma. That's all. It's as simple as that. Bhartā. The remaining words also have a same meaning, almost the same meaning. Bhartā, fulfiller. Bhartā is normally a word used for the husband. Bharya, Bhartā. Bharya means wife, Bhartā means husband. In those days, only the husband went out and worked, and she was the homemaker. But it doesn't mean we should put her down. She has her duties and responsibilities which he can't do. And he has got his own duties and responsibilities which other person can't do. Both of them should go together. It's a very healthy jugalbandi of both of them. Nobody is superior, nobody is inferior. So Bhartā means the one who rules over, who makes sure that everything is taken care of. It is almost the same meaning as bhāvanah there. One who fulfills, bharti. Fill up the cup. Bharti means fill it up. So the cup of our whatever we want. We have taken a bhiksha patra to the Lord. I want good results, I want success, I want victory, I want profit, etc., etc., etc. Empty cup we have taken, he fills it up. But of course, he will fill it up according to the effort that we are putting. Gurudev used to say, every work or karma has got its own quota of self-effort. There's a law binding the two of them. Karma, effort, and karma phala. All the three are interrelated. So therefore over here, when we put in that much of the quota of self-effort into it, then automatically the work gets executed and the karma phala will come and fall into our cup. Who filled it up? Bhagavan fills it up. It's not we who, I did the work, I sweated, I exhausted myself, I toiled for it, and somebody else wants to take the credit. That is our ego playing there. Children do that. When before the results are there, Ganesha, everything is yours. If I get a distinction, it is yours. Once the distinction comes, after all, I worked for it. He is the one who fills up everything for. He fills up our life with whatever we need in our life, whatever we deserve in our life. Bhartā. Prabhavaḥ. Again, bhava means to become, to be there, existent, to manifest oneself. Prabhavaḥ. All of us are manifest. I exist, you all exist, the table exists, the chair exists, the book exists. The entire world, universe of things and beings exists. Then must be a cause for all of us. It's the same as bhutadi. then must be a cause, prabhavaḥ. Prabha, when we use prakarshena, one who is the unique, uncaused cause for everything else which is existing is called as prabhavaḥ. He is the womb from which everything has come out. We came out of the mother's womb. Each one of us came out of different wombs. But there is a big womb over there, universal womb. From that everything came out. So that is what is suggested by the word prabhavaḥ. He is the one from which everything came. He is the one in which everything is existing. He is the one into which ultimately everything will merge. It's like the ocean saying, all the waves rise in me. All the waves are sustained by me. They dance, play about, make noise, clash with each other. And finally, when the waves die down, they all come into me only. I am the great one big womb for all the waves. The ocean can tell us. Varuna Bhagavan can tell us. Prabhavaḥ. Prabhuhu. Again, bhu means glory. Our glory is all little, it comes and goes, Who wants to hear our story? How many times she keeps on telling her own story. I'm fed up of her. Ours is all fading glory. Law of diminishing utility works with us. The more we keep on telling, it loses its utility. Its charm goes. Glory gone. First time, yes, it was nice. Second time, okay. Third time, nobody wants to hear anybody. But Bhagavan says not like that. Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. So his glory, the more we talk about him, the more we discuss him, the more it sinks into us. Every moment it seems fresh, new, never is the word we use for Bhagavan. How many times we hear Rama's story, Krishna's story, Hanumanji's story, any of our God stories. Again and again we feel like going into it. Even big people, leave alone the children. That is bhu, glory. So glory we know about it. Kirti, fame. Again, prakarshena. Most auspicious, divine, endless, everlasting glory is his. The more we move closer to him, either talking about his glories, discussing his glories, hearing his glories, the more it sinks into us and our lives become enriched. What is the use of it all? Our lives become enriched. We move slowly, we become more sattvic, we become more spiritually aligned. So good for us, definitely it's good for us. Therefore, Prabhuhu, Ishvara, again, same meaning. Ishvara, we went through that last time. Kartum, akartum, anyatha kartum, shakya. He is the one who can do, he is the one who need not do, he is the one who can do ulta. Anything is possible for the Lord. It's raining, so he can bring the rains. Suddenly he can withdraw all the clouds and it can become sunshine over there. Anything is possible for the Lord. For us, nothing is possible. It's as simple as that. What all are we capable of? Nothing. When a devotee went to Sri Ramana Maharshi and asked him, can you show me Bhagavan? He said, yes, I can show you. But the problem is, I don't know whether you will be able to see him. So he said, no, sir, you show me Bhagavan. I will see. What is so difficult in seeing if you show me? So he moved his finger, I believe. One finger. We don't know which finger. Thumb or one finger. Sri Ramana Maharshi moved his finger. And he said, did you see Bhagavan? He said, sir, you moved your finger. I didn't see Bhagavan there. I told you you cannot see. But you insisted that I show him to you. The devotee was confused. Then he said, the finger is made up of inert, insentient matter. Calcium, carbon, phosphorus, whatever it is made up of. It doesn't have life at all. It can't move even 0.001 millimeter. But it's moving. A small little finger. If it's moving, then you should know who is the one who is sitting in it, indwelling in it and making it move. That is Ishvara. In every cell he is sitting, in every particle he is sitting and making everything function, small to big. micro to macro, individual to universal. That is Ishvara.